What's going on, everybody? It has been a hot minute since I've made any kind of content, and I gotta say it feels really good to be out here and working on some videos again. We've been so busy these past few weeks. It has been crazy. I've had no time to create any content because of all kinds of life changes, but we're here, we're happy, we're alive. And I kind of want to talk today about getting over creative blocks, because I didn't create for like 3 weeks and I'm out here and I didn't know what to create, didn't know what to film, having troubles talking on camera. So I kind of wanted to share my experience or what I do to get out of creative blocks. Jeez, this camera's heavy. I got to switch arms. Oh, heavy. Yeah, essentially what I do to get out of creative blocks and just to reboot my creativity. Okay, so step one, I kick off my shoes and get my feet in the dirt. Sorry if feet gross you out, but yeah. In all honesty, getting out into nature is huge for me for rebooting my creativity. Just getting away from all the noise and all the distractions of human life, getting out into the trees. There's something about the quietness and like hearing the breeze in the trees that just is so calming, and that allows my creativity to spark back up. I don't know. Do you guys feel the same? I just love getting out into nature. If I'm having any troubles with creativity, I'm like, okay, it's time to go for a hike. It's time to go for a beach swim. It's time to get myself into nature. That's definitely my first recommendation for rebooting your creativity. Flip-flops are probably not the smartest thing to go hiking in, but I like my feet to breathe. I prefer my feet to breathe.
My experience tells me that it is only a matter of time.
This is definitely a good place to slip with flip-flops on. One of the greatest things about taking a hike is, well, the world is your bathroom. You can take a piss wherever you need to take a piss, and that's what I'm gonna do. Did I really just bring that up on video? I guess I did. You'll just have to excuse me for a moment while I do my business.
A few moments later.
All right. All sorted. So there's this guy named Erwin Saunders. That's a hard name to say. Erwin Saunders. And he's like this old dude that goes out into the forest looking like for fairies and stuff. I think he does CGI and stuff, so all the stuff he looks for is obviously like CGI, but they're the most calming and peaceful videos. Like if you're looking just to like calm some stress or some anxiety or something, go put on Erwin Saunders looking for like fairies or goblin or whatever. I don't know, just the videos he makes. He's out in nature. And the way he talks, he's almost like, what's that old dude? That other really peaceful old dude, Mr. Rogers? Something like that. That old guy, I think probably most of you know who I'm talking about. It's like that, but he's just like out in nature, looks like Gandalf, and looks for fairies and stuff. It is like some of the most peaceful stuff I've ever watched. When it comes to getting over creative blocks, I find that instead of trying to think of the most extravagant video idea or a video that's gonna do really well with numbers and all that, I just reboot my creativity by going out and filming, because it's better to film something rather than to not film something. Even if it's just me going into nature and going for a hike and talking about old dudes that look for fairies, you know, whatever. It just gets me used to talking on camera again. It gets my creative juices flowing. And that's what I would definitely recommend if you just can't think of the right video idea. Just go out and record. You don't even have to post it. It's just gonna be a good exercise for you to really get your creative juices flowing again and rebooting your creativity. I like that. I'm gonna start using that term more often, rebooting your creativity. I haven't heard that before. Yeah, so let's continue our hike. Okay, I think this is my turnaround point. I'm gonna start heading back to the car. Crashed my drone twice, and the ND filter popped off somewhere in this region. This is like the third or fourth time I've crashed this drone and lost an ND filter. I mean, the drone holds up pretty well. I mean, I've crashed it, 3 or 4 times and it's still flying. So Mavic Mini, it's doing its job. Definitely wouldn't be doing this with any crazy expensive drone, but this one you can kind of take those risks. Anyways, let's find this ND filter. I tell you what, I'm definitely no Sam Colder. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna find an ND filter in all this. They're like this small. It's probably the worst place to lose an ND filter in a bunch of bush and leaves. Told Kaylee I'd be home soon, and now here I am looking for a needle, quite literally in a haystack. I mean, not quite literally, but I mean, it's essentially the same thing. Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. Okay, so no luck finding the ND filter, which kind of sucks because gotta buy a whole pack of ND filters just to replace one ND4. Oh well. I mean, I don't really fly the drone that much anymore. The Mavic Mini just is a bit underwhelming for me. I would like to invest in something like the Mavic Air 2 or 2S or whatever that new one is. Yeah, I find that I'm not really inspired to film with my Mavic Mini anymore because the footage just doesn't hold up quite well to like the R6. I want the footage to match pretty well. Maybe that's my own user error. I don't words today. Maybe that's my own user error. But yeah, I still love the Mavic Mini. It's still a good drone. Just yeah. I'm gonna stop complaining now. We brought the kids out to feed some birds, so we're hoping that the birds show up because there is a storm coming, and yeah, they might not show up, but we'll see. We've successfully got the birds here. Is there kookaburras?
That's like good.
She's in her glory. This place is very aesthetically pleasing. The colors, plus it's like about to rain, so the light's perfect. Having a fun time.